the last question of the National 5 2015 Physics paper. This is question 11c part 2. And the question states, describe experimental work that could be carried out to investigate how this variable affects the diameter of the crater. So what variable they're talking about is the ones that were listed in question C part 1. And I'm just going to focus on, say, the mass of the marble. So we're going to change the mass of the marble to see what impact that it has on the diameter of the crater. So the first thing we need to do is ensure that we explain clearly how we're going to vary the mass of the marble. So I've written that down already, just to make life a wee bit easier for me. So I'm going to measure the mass of various marbles using a balance and ensure that there is a good range of masses of marble. So that effectively lists for us then the way we're going to change the mass is we're going to measure the mass of various marbles, and then what are we going to do? We're going to drop these masses, or drop these marbles of one mass onto the sand and measure the diameter of the crater. That's fine. Drop the marble of one mass onto the sand and measure the diameter of the crater. Repeat, because we want to make sure we do that more than once, ensuring the height is kept constant. And then finally, drop the other marble of different masses in the same way, measuring their the crater diameters. Can't type tonight very well. And so that's kind of it, really. I suppose the key thing you want to ensure is, one, you've talked about how are we going to change this this mass. That's all this stuff here in this area here. And then the other thing that's important is we make sure we talk about what we've kept constant. Now, in this experiment, there's other things we could have kept constant other than the height. We could have kept the size of the marble constant, because if you have different marbles of different masses, the chances are they're going to be different sizes, or different volumes, I should say, different radius. Going back to the previous question, had you just said the size of the marble alone, that wouldn't have been sufficient to get the mark, because it wasn't talking about what aspect of the size is the thing that you're having control over. So one, talk about how you're going to change the mass of the marble or whatever you've chosen to investigate, and two, talking about what you're keeping constant is important.